Neha has broadly pointed out what the big bones of contention are. But if I may just take it forward, and I hate to quote people directly, but I think in many ways Mr. Chidambaram put the finger on it, saying, I may not agree with a large part of what he said, but today is really a day of reckoning. It is going to be about how independent and autonomous really is India's central bank. Is Urjit Patel going to bow down under pressure, do the laundry list that the government is asking him to do? Is he going to resign? I mean, these are very important issues. Remember, 2 weeks or a 2-month or a 2-year period from now, we will turn around and see we were actually covering an event which was bordering on the fact, is governor going to resign or is he going to stay? So in some sense, it is a really, really big day as far as central bank is concerned. Apart from everything else, I think everything else is a smoke screen. It is about reserves. What does the RBI do on that count will be important. I think the groundwork has been laid. Mr. Jaitley, when he spoke at the Economic Times Corporate Excellence Awards, has very categorically spoken on liquidity, has categorically spoken on the mandate of the RBI, essentially telling them you are autonomous and independent in the arena that the government lets you be. And I think that has been the case always. But going forward, Mr. Gurumurthy delivering that lecture in Delhi and telling the RBI and almost pointing out that the government should be printing currency and not the RBI has really drawn battle lines. I don't know how diffused can tension be, but this is a day of reckoning between India's central bank on one hand and the central government on the other. It is going to be a tough war. It has been a tough war all this while, and let's see who gives in how much, and which is why it's very important to watch out for this meeting and figure out what issues can realistically be ironed out, which issues are really causing heartburn, and what is going to be the way forward. Because most of the issues, if you ask me, whether it's PCA, whether it's liquidity, whether it's NBFCs, we've got people from Finance Ministry be on our channels and say that liquidity has eased over the last 10 days for NBFC. Most of these issues are issues that one can sit across the table and sort it out, which is why I say the big elephant in the room is going to be reserves, and let's see what the central bank does about it.
Thanks so much for that, ma'am. And of course,